It's the first day of the transition period, and now the UK and the EU start a new chapter that means the negotiations of a trade deal for the time after Brexit, when it is more than a Brexit in name, on the 31st of December in 2020. But that it is only 7 months the UK government has to negotiate that deal and not the 11 the UK government often mentioned, that's what I want to talk about in this video. Hi, I'm Mark. Greetings from Germany and welcome to a new Brexit video. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, click the little bell and the notifications so you won't miss my new Brexit videos in the future. So Boris Johnson often said that his goal is to have a free trade deal at the end of the year when the transition period is over. And everybody said 11 months are far too short to negotiate such a deal. And even they were wrong, because they were always talking about 11 months. But in fact, it is only 7 they have to negotiate if Boris Johnson, as he said, does not want to extend the transition period in the summer. And I'm going to explain to you why it is only 7 months. First of all, the negotiations won't start before March. They will not start immediately on Monday, as everybody was expecting. Well, let's say everybody who didn't have a look on earlier negotiations, and if you did that, you would have known that something is happening now that happened before, but nobody considered that for the calculations. Because the negotiations won't start before March, because of course Michel Barnier already is named as the lead negotiator for the EU, but he can't just go into negotiations. Michel Barnier needs a mandate, and he needs a mandate agreed on by all 27 EU members. And that hasn't happened yet. And that won't happen before March, because they all have to agree on all the topics they want to give Michel Barnier for the negotiations. And they don't agree yet. You have to get 27 countries together to agree on the conditions. And you can imagine there, you always mention fishing. The Austrians and Hungarians are not that interested in fishing in the British waters as France, for example. And so the French might have higher demands for the negotiations than Austria. But still, they have to agree on all these topics. And that will take some more time. And so the negotiations won't start before March. So 1 month is gone already. The next thing is, it's not enough to negotiate that deal. The deal has to become legal. And that demands, by EU law, that a deal like this is ratified in all 27 member countries before it's becoming effective. And if you want to have this effective on the 1st of January 2021, the deal, or let's say the negotiations, have to be over in October. From October on, the ratification has to start in the member countries. The 27 member countries have different ways of ratifying deals or EU laws, and they all have to be done on the 31st of December. And so it has to start in October. And that leaves only 7 months to negotiate. And now you will understand why before I already said the time is definitely far too short for a full free trade deal. And if you count in both of these facts now, the only thing that can be achieved is a bare bone deals, or it will end with the WTO Brexit. And I know some of my viewers really want that. That's fine, that's your choice. That's nothing I want, but I have to be realistic. I absolutely 0% expect a full free trade deal in the end of the year. And the other thing with the WTO Brexit is, you probably heard companies like BMW that will not keep up their production in the UK in case of a hard Brexit. They already said in case of a hard Brexit, they will not produce their new electronic minis in Oxfordshire anymore. They will go with the production of those to either Germany or the Netherlands. And they are most definitely not the only company doing that in case of a hard Brexit. The good part is not much has changed today on the first day after Brexit. And not much will change until the 31st of December. But we really have to keep an eye on the developments in the next weeks and months to know what will happen afterwards. You in the UK especially will not experience any difference right now, except that some are really joyous about that, but you have no real effect on your personal life at the moment. But that definitely could change after the 31st of December, and so let's hope that by some miracle we, and I say we as an EU citizen, and you can achieve something until then. For now, that just leaves me with telling you that I put another of my videos on the end screen. I hope to see you there. Viel Spaß!